Welcome to the resort town of Orlando, Florida. I am here at the gorgeous and beautiful place known as the Orange Lake Resort. And today I am privileged as an author to introduce a few of my books that some of you probably have not had an opportunity to hear about or even to read. So today I'll take you into some sort of a small roller coaster so that some of you can become acquainted with some of my works that I've done across the few years past. Today I will be giving you a tabulation of some of my key works. Now, this is not all my works, but suffice to say, I needed to start from somewhere so that I could give you an understanding of what I have been up to. So what I've done, I have divided my works into various topicals as well as subject matters. Now, this is in order to assist those of you that have not had an opportunity to browse through my bulky catalog of books, which you can find available online at Barnes & Noble and especially at Amazon. And that's why I'll start from giving you some of the categorization what I've done. So what I've done is I've got a collection of law books or legal related books. Then I have a collection of religious related books, and I also have a collection of political books, and I also be introducing a collection of what we call self-interested books. And then I've got a few on love affairs, marriage and the like, and I've got some books on quotables as well as some few novels. Now, one of the novels that I am not showcasing here is the subject of the next month's Festival of Books in Los Angeles. That book has been chosen as one of the exhibitors' icon, and I believe that it will be favorably received at one of the biggest global book festivals in the world. So, where do I start from? I'll choose to start from the legal aspect of the books. I have a large number of collections of legal books. Now, if you understand how the legal world works, the law changes quite very slowly, but the law is the same. Principles are almost the same in every jurisdiction, whether it is a common law jurisdiction or civil law jurisdiction, or even in customary law jurisdiction. Even there, they probably apply one of the two varieties of legal tradition. Now, what I want to do is to give you a synopsis of some of the books I have done and why I did them. Now, the first one is this little book. It's called Jurisprudence. Now, the jurisprudence here is of good and of right. Now, it's a treatise on the juridical activism and fiat. Juridical activism and fiat. Now, what I do here is to bring to the bare level of understanding the concepts that are utilized deliberately or otherwise by judges in reaching important decisions. Judges are not immune from the society in which they live or where they come from. Judges like us have grown up with philosophies. Some are predisposed towards realism. These are the judges that believe the law is what the sovereign says it is. Once the law has been passed by a sovereign body like a parliament, the judges believe it has authenticity just by being passed by that legitimate body. Others believe that God has something to do with every law. So they believe that law to be authentic, it must subscribe to some sort of naturalistic inclination. Now, I go beyond those two arguments of one side you have the realists, and the other side you have the naturalists. I try to argue on the concept of good and right. If a judge reaches a decision, decides after submission, that somebody must be sentenced to life in prison or death, is it because of their embowelment into the artifices of good, or is it because they are doing right? So I make a very stern argument for right. Good is good, but right overtakes good. And that is the basis under which I wrote this book, Jurisprudence of Good and Right, a treatise on juridical activism and fiat. I believe that if you get this little book, it will add an impetus to how legal and law students argue their cases, as well as how they understand the legal principles and how those legal principles must be applied. I hope that today you understand the efficacy of this little book, and probably it could assist your college or university, or even if you are a professor of law, to make a fantastic understanding and explanation to your students. And that will be very useful. Thank you.